Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be using these two palettes from NARS. These came out at Christmas last year. I know I'm behind, I'm sorry guys, but this is the High Profile Cheek palette, and this is the Bijou eyeshadow palette. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do probably about 5 looks because there's a whole heap, and it's actually quite like there's a range of eyeshadows, which what I usually find with NARS is they're kind of all in like the same family of colors, so it's really hard to do multiple looks with these bigger palettes. But this one I really feel like we'd be able to get quite a few unique looks out of it. So this is the first look that we're going to do, and it is using the greens in this palette, and I'm actually really loving this look. It's green but it's muted. I feel like we're sisters and not twins today, but that's totally fine. So yeah, we're going to do about 5 looks in this video. This is the first one. So yeah, let's get started on these next 5 tutorials with how to use the Bijou palette.
Starting off look number 1, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This is the large one, and I'm just using that as my eye base, blending it out with a Real Techniques setting brush. I'm taking this medium nude and packing that in the outer corner first, and then I'm going to start packing that in the outer crease. As you can see, I do have some wrinkles on my eyelids, so we really have to pack this on, make sure we get it in those creases and set everything everywhere so we have a nice flat shade. Once I've packed that on, I will take a blending brush and blend out that edge. What I love to do is pack on the color and then blend it out, go back in and pack it on, blend it out. So we build up a really beautiful vibrancy, and that also helps to combat patchiness. So what you see me do here is blending out, and now I'm going to go back in for a second layer of that shade, and as you can see, that really helps to build up that color and give it a really true payoff. I do find when you're just packing it on, blending it out once, you don't get the full true color. So that's one tip for you guys. So next, for the lid shade, I'm taking a flat brush and going into this really beautiful bronze shade, and I'm packing that all over the lid, and then I'm going to go back in with that outer corner color and just really build that up, and I will go between the two. So I'll pack on the lid and then go back in the crease, so it's a nice blend. I'm taking this gorgeous shimmer shadow from the palette. If it's the one that I remember correctly, it's a hybrid shade. I can't remember 100%. So I'm taking a nude liner on the lower waterline and some mascara, and then that completes. So starting off the look, I'm going to use the Real Too Faced concealer and the Real Techniques blending setting brush, and taking this green, and I'm going to pack this in the outer corner. I have put tape down so that it is going to have a really nice sharp edge. And what I'm doing is I'm just packing it on and then blending it out. So I'm starting to slowly blend across the rest of my crease into that inner corner, but I'm keeping that main inner corner free of color. So I'm taking a face powder to blend out the crease, and then I'll go back in and pack on some more color, blend it out, pack on some more, blend it out. So it's a really nice, vibrant blend. On the lid, I'm taking this shimmering green, which is the same color as the matte but shimmery. So it really complements each other, and when they blend out, they have the same undertone, so absolutely gorgeous. I'm taking this all over the mobile lid and tapping it over the crease area so that it blends in with the crease color. For my inner corner, I'm taking this matte white eyeshadow from the Riviera palette. It is the brightest white that I own. And then I'm going into this Barry M Neon palette and taking that lime green, and I'm tapping it in between the white and the green shimmer. And I'll also take a mixture of that green and the white as my underbrow highlight. I'm taking this L'Oreal liner, and I'm just going to do a line across the top lashes and do a little wing, and having that tape there just gives you a super sharp edge. Once I've removed that tape and clean up any fallout, I'm going in with a nude crayon. This is one from Essence, and I'm taking a really small brush and that lime green from that Barry M palette, and I'm just tapping it over that cream liner. Of course, you could go in with a green liner, but I don't have one, so we got to do what we got to do. Going in with some mascara, and then we'll add some lashes, and the eye look is completed. So we're going to go in for the face, and using that same peach blush from the first look, I'm just tapping that into the cheekbones and really blending that out so it's a nice soft cheek look, and taking that gold highlighter, using that on my cheekbones and really just blending that down into the blush. It's a really gorgeous highlighter. For lips, I'm just taking this nude lippy. I don't know what it's called, but it will be listed down below at some point, and that is the second look completed. Starting off our third look, I'm going in with that medium brown, and I'm taking that on a fluffy brush and packing that into the crease. So as you can see, I have the lines there. As always, you want to make sure that you pack that color in all over, so that the base is set and there's no chance of creasing or movement. So I do have the Too Faced concealer, jumbo concealer, as my base. So what I've done is just packed it on, blended it out, packed it on, blended it out, just using that same one color, wiping off my brush and then blending out the edges. I'm going in with a shade above that brown on a smaller defined blending brush. This one's from Morphe, and I'm just going around the top edges of that first color. This is going to help blend out and really diffuse it while adding in that kind of depth of that color. So then I'm going to take a blending brush and this translucent face powder and use that to blend out that second shade that we used on the outer edge. And what this is going to do is really diffuse that line so it's super blended. Taking this gold from the palette, and I'm going to go in first with a brush. It actually surprised me how well it picked up with the brush. This is a shade that I would normally use with my finger. So I'm using this flat brush just to pack it all over the lid, and then to add that extra sparkle back in, I am just going in with my finger to really pack it on. And then I'm taking that second shimmer, and as you can see, I think this is the special shade. I'm just tapping that over the top just for that extra dimension of the shimmer. Absolutely gorgeous. I loved stacking those on top of each other. So for the inner waterline, I'm just using that nude eyeliner from Essence, and then going in with some mascara, and that completes the look. I also did put it on the bottom lashes as well, just for a bit of definition. And then taking this light shade as the inner corner highlight. Going in for the cheeks, I'm using this peachy blush in the middle here and just tapping it on the apples of my cheeks and really just pushing that in. And then going in with the highlighter, the gold one. I really do love this highlighter. It just has almost like a foil sheen to it, but it's not chunky, it's not glittery. It's really unique. I do really like it. And then going in for the lips, I've just got a lip liner here. I will have all the names listed down below at some point in the future. Then I'm taking this OXX Cosmetics lipstick. This is one of the lusters. I will in future have a swatch video and my thoughts, kind of like a review. I am in love with these lipsticks, so keep an eye out for that. But that is this look completed. Off the next look, I'm taking my Too Faced concealer and then using my Real Techniques setting brush to blend it out. Going into the palette, I'm going in with this taupe shade and I'm packing that into my crease. This shade is absolutely gorgeous. It is a true taupe with a grey undertone. So I'm packing that in all through the crease, just leaving that inner corner free of any shadow. So I'm packing and blending, and then I'm using this translucent face powder to blend out any edges so that it's a really nice soft blend. Taking this shimmer, it is really, really gorgeous. I'm using a flat brush to pack that on the outer half of the eye. And I'm going to pack that on and kind of tap it up into that crease area. And then I will go in at some point with that taupe shade to blend out. Then I'm taking this top shimmer shade. It is really gorgeous. It's like a platinum shade. I'm using my finger to apply that on the inner corner and the first half of the lid. I will say, transfer onto the lid, I was actually quite disappointed. It didn't transfer as much as I would like it to. And then I'm taking that light shade on the inner corner as the inner corner highlight. It has kind of a gold duotone. In the palette it looks quite light, almost like a shimmer white, but it actually has a gold reflect. It's really pretty. Then taking that taupe and that white shimmer shade again and just doing the lower lash line, taking a nude liner from Essence and then going in with some mascara, top and bottom, and that is the eye look completed. Going in for the face, I'm taking this shade again. It is one of my favorites and I'm just tapping that on the cheekbones, and I also took it up a little bit into my temple area just to give a really nice sun-kissed vibe without having to put on so much bronzer. Then going in with the highlighter, this gold highlighter, and taking that up into the temples as well, along the cheekbones, and just highlighting wherever the light naturally hits your face. For lips, I just kept it simple and did a clear gloss, and that is the look completed. For the last look, I'm taking my Too Faced concealer and blending it out with the Too Faced setting brush. I'm taking the matte green in this palette and packing it on in that outer V area. I don't have any tape because I want it to be a nice soft blended edge. So I'm really only placing that matte green in the outer V area. I'm being super careful not to put it anywhere else because I want to blend it out quite a lot. I'm taking the same brush that I used to apply it. I've just wiped it off, and a tiny bit of that translucent face powder, just blending, packing it on, blending so that it's really nice and vibrant. I'm going in with this burnt orange shimmer. This shade is absolutely stunning. I'm going in with a Real Techniques detailing brush. It's just a really small brush, and I'm packing it on all over the mobile lid. And then I'm taking a mixture of those two shades on the inner corner. And then I'm going in with my finger and just tapping on that original burnt orange shade, and I'll go between the two to blend it so that it's a nice seamless blend. Then I'm taking a smaller fluffy brush and a tiny bit of that matte green on the lower lash line just to connect it, and then going in with that white shade as our brow highlight. And I will take a tiny little bit on the innermost part of the inner corner so that we're not disturbing any of that burnt orange shimmer. Then some mascara, and that is applied top and bottom, and that is the look completed.
Alrighty guys, so that is it for all these tutorials. I really hope that you enjoyed. Let me know if you ended up getting these palettes. I know they're limited edition, and I know they did sell out quite quickly, so I know quite a few of you guys ended up getting it, which is fantastic. If you like me, you love that limited edition. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you love these palettes or if you don't like these palettes. I know a lot of NARS shadows can be hit and miss, and there's often repeats, etc. So I just would love to talk to you about makeup in the comment section. Anyway, I'm gonna go to work right now because it is 8:10 in the morning that I just finished this look, and I feel very accomplished already. Anyway, I'm rambling. I need another coffee. I hope you're having a fantastic day on wherever you are and whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.